Hey guys, it's Storm here with another epic Lego battle MOC. So this MOC is actually quite smaller than some of my other MOCs. Like, it's not really the biggest of MOCs. It takes place on one of the more greenery and rocky parts of Endor. It's the clones are facing the Mandos, and the story was that they just were walking, and then all of a sudden they saw each other, and then they just started shooting at each other, and it just turned out into this battle. And there's there's the Clone Trooper Battle Pack versus the Mando Battle Pack. So now we're going to get into a better viewing of this, and so yeah. Okay, so first over here in the clone side, this clone is kind of running up from the side. He got off a lucky shot that shot the Mando, which I'll show you. I got a little green priest right there, a big green thing that this ARF trooper just jumped over. The ARF trooper is coming out with a sniper, and he's hoping to take down one of the Mandos, but that might not happen for a while. You have some rockage over there just because this is like a really rocky area. And by the way, guys, I don't have any green base plates, or else I would have used that, so you just have to deal with the gray base plate. But anyway, yeah, there's the rocks, and then the troopers just kind of running out there. There's just like a random little stone that people could trip on and stuff, and then another little random plant. This guy's charging up like a madman with both of his pistols aimed out, because the Mando on the turret and the Mando on the speeder are right there. There's a little piece of grass right there, and then another little rock that people could trip over. And you had this this like little rock formation right here. There's some plants going around it and such, and it's more like what happened here was this clone was charging up on the Mando with the machine gun, but that was a stupid idea because all he had was the normal blaster. So he charged up, he tripped over those plants right there, he fell into the lava, and as he fell into the lava, his leg was already disintegrating, but the Mando with the machine gun shot him, he flew into bits, and then he's just bleeding, and then it's just gonna go out there. And his body's all mangled. His legs are actually like on lava, fire, or whatever you want to call that, melting. And then his head and his body just got completely disintegrated by the bullet shots, so he's dead, definitely. And you just had this little thing right here that's elevated off the ground. Really rough and detailed. I like the way this turned out. This was sort of like a little pathway in between the rocks, and then that guy was running, and then he tripped and he died. And it's also really detailed around here. I use like every single one of my black bricks. So yeah, now it's on to the Mando side. On the Mando side, you have first just a bunch of little plants here, just kind of sitting there as little plant pieces and foliage. This is like a bigger rock, like one of those big stones that you would hurt your knee if you ran into it. Here you have the these rocks formed together, so it's just like a little barricade, but nobody saw that when they were running up. And then there's just another rock. Over here, this guy actually shot him. He was just standing there, and then he shot him twice really hard, and he just got completely launched backwards. His helmet flew off, his arms buckled backwards, because for the moment he was still alive, he was trying to cope with the pain, but that was only like a mere second that his arms flew up. And then his legs are actually in the process of buckling back. He's dead now, blood's rushing out. There's the blood right there. And he just was completely destroyed, like he was just blown off of his legs. One of those shots. Over here, this is the Mando with the machine gun. You see, he just went all awesome on that clone and wiped him out from the equation. Right here, we have the Mando turret. The Mando turret is like forcefully trying to shoot at him as hard as he can, and so is the Mando speeder. The Mando speeder is actually charging up to try and challenge it, but he might probably die because it's not really in his best interest to do that. So yeah, now I'm just going to show you a few little views of it, and then I'll call it a day. Okay, that's all for today.